guys, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is February 19, 2024, and welcome to the Grand Supreme News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. And it says here, uncontrolled satellite approaching Earth, set to enter atmosphere Wednesday morning. Alright, let me just read this part really quick. If you can, please share this video. An uncontrolled satellite is rapidly approaching Earth and is expected to enter the atmosphere on Wednesday morning, almost 30 years after it was sent into space. It's coming out from Sky News. ESA forecast ERS-2 satellite re-entry into Earth atmosphere, highlighting uncertainty due to solar activity. All right, so we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Once again, this Wednesday, I think it's going to be like 11:14 a.m. Eastern time. This thing is going to enter Earth atmosphere. Now, it's going to break up into pieces, and then from there, it's going to burn up, and that will be the end of this satellite. But again, anything, I mean, there's a possibility they're going to bring some more updates, but once again, stars are falling from the heavens. And we are seeing many objects up there, satellites, and you guys already know national security alert from last week. We are seeing a lot of space junk just falling down. Alright guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, families, and loved ones. I appreciate the love and support. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, once again, the PayPal link and the Patreon link is in the description box. Also guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. And for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Luis Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Happy Monday. Today is President's Day, I believe. So it's a holiday. But again, God bless to every single one of you. I'm praying that everyone is having a blessed day. If you can, please share this video. I got another video coming up. A lot of information about what's going on in the Big Apple. You guys already know that breaking news. So it says here, once again, this thing is going to enter Earth atmosphere this Wednesday. Now, this satellite named ERS-2 is likely to break apart when it comes back down, with most of its pieces burning up, because the re-entry happens naturally without human control. So the European Space Agency, ESA, says it's impossible to know exactly when or where it will occur. So, yeah, stuff like this, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, the Red Dragon, they had their satellite, and it entered Earth atmosphere, and it was just going around the planet. It was just going around and around and around, and it landed, I think, in the Indian Ocean, if I'm not mistaken. As the time gets closer, though, the agency can make better prediction. All right, so as of right now, they don't know where this thing is going to land. They're just saying it's going to break into pieces, but we should get better information tomorrow, or possibly Wednesday morning, maybe like around 4 a.m. All right, so experts, as the time gets closer, though, you have the experts can make better prediction. On Monday, it shared its latest forecast, saying that the satellite should re-enter Earth atmosphere at 11:14 a.m. on a Wednesday. However, there's a window of uncertainty because of unpredictable solar activity. This means the re-entry might happen up to 15 hours earlier or later than expected. The ESA also released photos on Monday, today, February 19th, showing the satellite falling towards the atmosphere, and the pictures were captured between January 14th and February 3rd, where ERS-2 was still flying at an altitude higher than 300 kilometers. That's 186 miles. You know what, guys? When I have dreams, my dreams is like this. My dreams is only black and white, so I don't have color dreams. I know a lot of people, I spoke to about dreams. They look at me and say, nah, you're not supposed to have black and white dreams. My dreams is like kind of weird, all right? It's like all like, I don't know if you guys seen the movie, it's with Will Ferrell. I forget, The Land of the Lost. You have that monkey named Chaka. Well, again, it's like past, present, and future combined. Well, my dream is like that, but it's all black and white. So it's like this. So a lot of people dreams is like kind of different, and I don't have color dreams. I don't have color dreams. All right. So it says here you have the ESA also released photos on Monday showing the satellites falling towards the atmosphere. Now the picture were captured between January 14th and February 3rd when the ERS-2 was still flying at an altitude higher than 300 kilometers. That's 186 miles. It goes on to say that now it's flying at about 200 kilometers, that's 124 miles, above the Earth's surface and descending at a rate of over 10 kilometers, that's 6 miles per day. Its descent speed is picking up quickly. When it hits about 80 kilometers, it begins to break apart and then burn up. All right. So once again, guys, it's like a fireball or meteorite just coming in, and you see the flame, and then all of a sudden it just obliterates, just breaks into pieces. ESA assures low risk as ERS-2 satellites near Earth surface. The ESA mentioned that some pieces might reach the Earth, but they're expected to mostly land in the ocean. Now, the risk associated with satellite re-entries are very low, according to ESA information on ERS-2 re-entry. Furthermore, the ESA clarified that none of these fragments will contain any toxic or radioactive substances. They make it sound really good, like it ain't nothing, guys. It's just a little tiny balloon that would come down, and that's it. Oh, okay. But yeah. Again, we're talking about a big, massive object. This thing is huge, and it's been up there for more than 30 years. I think 1994. Been there since the 90s. So, and believe it or not, a lot of these satellites are being impacted by solar flare. Now, you guys already know the sun, the CME, the coronal mass ejection. I mean, the sun is just releasing all these massive solar flare that is completely impacting our satellites, and then all this radio blackouts and grids, and it could even cause shaking, like tectonic plates to shift left and right. So the sun, there's been a lot of signs going on in the sun, and I do believe that one of these satellites could also, this one here, might have been impacted by the sun. So again, we have a magnetic shield that protects us, but I don't think the magnetic shield protects satellites, because the satellites, if I'm not mistaken, the satellites, it's not within the magnetic shield. Again, I could be wrong on that one. But again, solar flare are impacting satellites. They are impacting satellites. All right, so, and astronauts too, guys. All right, so ERS-2 was launched in 1995 and was Europe's most advanced Earth observation spacecraft at the time. It provided us with new insights on our planet, the chemistry of our atmosphere, the behavior of our oceans, and the effects of humankind's activity on our environment, said this person. We want to thank that satellites for bringing us some very amazing information. And that satellite been up there for a very long time, and now it's coming to its end, and there's going to be new satellites. So just imagine, as a kid in the 90s, you wake up Saturday morning cartoons and stuff like that, or your mom using that big cell phone and stuff like that. Well, that satellites actually gave us all that good time and fun and to enjoy life. And now that satellites is going to retire, and there's going to be new ones. But I prefer the old school 90s, because nowadays, with all this technology, I had to pull out the VCR. No lie. I had my TV, that big cube box TV. I'm like, kids, we're going to put this TV in your room. And we got this VCR. I had to teach my kids about the VCR. They didn't even know what was a VCR. We have Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. We have Inspector Gadget. We have Big Tobin. I mean, we have old school movies, and it felt so good. All right. So after spending 16 years in orbit, 16 years. Wow. How can it be 16 years? If it was up there since 1995, that's like 20 years, almost 20 years. After spending 16 years in orbit, the ESA made the decision to conclude its mission and bring the satellite back down to Earth. Okay, so this was not from a solar flare. I mentioned that there's a possibility solar flare might have impacted the satellite, but it was not the solar flare. They made that decision. The experts made the decision to bring the satellite back down to Earth. A process known as deorbiting. To do this, they used up the remaining fuel on board and lowered its altitude from 785 kilometers, that's 488 miles, to 573 kilometers, that's 356 miles. So they emptied the fuel and brought down the satellites, and that's how they caused the satellite, I guess, might call it self-destruction. By doing this, the blank of the satellite colliding with other objects in space was reduced, and the time it was spent in orbit after the mission ended was cut from over 100 years to less than 15 years. All right. This Wednesday, a satellite is going to enter Earth's atmosphere. It's going to break into pieces, and then the remaining pieces will burn. And that's it. All right, so once again, I just want to bring you guys these updates, and they're bringing down satellites. They're bringing down this satellite. All right, so they're bringing down this satellite, and they launching new ones. You have a Falcon 9 that was fired last week, and multiple rockets were fired off the state of Florida. And so they're bringing new ones up and bringing old one down. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share this video. For those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Luis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about in the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.